Montreal Protocol, Paris Climate Action Agreement, and now comes the Global Plastic Treaty. So hello everyone, a warm welcome to all of you in today's daily PIB session on EduTap. And today we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is the Global Plastic Treaty. So guys, what exactly it is all about? See, in one of the biggest multilateral environmental deal which has recently taken place, in which 175 countries have agreed to a legally binding global treaty which is called the Global Plastic Treaty. So today in this session we are going to discuss the Global Plastics Treaty. So here you can see from the headline of the PIB itself that a historic resolution on the plastic pollution has been adopted by the 175 countries at the 5th United Nations Environment Assembly, which was being held in Nairobi, Kenya. So guys, when we talk about this particular assembly in which this Global Plastic Treaty has been signed, so a lot of things have been mentioned here, but let's directly move on to the crux of this particular part. That is, recently during this particular assembly, 175 countries across the world have signed, which are basically parties to the United Nations Environment Assembly. They have signed the Global Plastic Treaty. And what is the aim behind that? The aim is to end the plastic pollution. So basically this treaty aims to end the plastic pollution across the world. We have seen the climate action, now we are moving towards ending the plastic pollution. Now how basically it started? So guys, see, earlier the issue of plastic was just limited to the marine litter, but now they are basically focusing and forwarding it towards the ending plastic pollution. And when we talk about bringing this issue of plastic pollution to the focus across the world, guys, this particular part was being played by India. As you all know that in 2018, the World Environment Day celebration, India was the host country, and that time the theme of the day was beating the plastic pollution. And it was that time when India brought the focus of the whole world to this plastic pollution. So guys, apart from that, here we can see that in which assembly this particular treaty has been signed. This has been signed during the United Nations Environment Assembly UNEA 5.2, which was basically held from 28th February 2022 to 2nd March 2022 in Nairobi, Kenya. So guys, in this particular part, there was a mandate which all these 175 countries which are parties to the UNEA has signed. And when we talk about the mandate, the title of the mandate was End Plastic Pollution Towards an International Legally Binding Instrument. So guys, ये आपका basically mandate है जिसको recently sign किया है 175 countries ने. And what is the aim? To end the plastic pollution. So basically this mandate legally binds the signatories to address the full life of plastics, that is from production to the disposal, to end this plastic pollution, which is basically the aim of this particular treaty. So when we talk about it, what are the different recommendations under this mandate? So here you can see that this mandate basically recommends to tackle the whole life cycle of plastic, not just post-consumer waste. Apart from that, it also recommends the measures to tackle the plastic production. And guys, this also gives us a very drastic data that as per the mandate, this particular plastic production is going to quadruple by year 2050, and this will be taking 10 to 13% of the global carbon budget, which is going to endanger the climate conditions across the world. And that's how it also recommends addressing the toxic burden of plastic which our Mother Earth is basically facing and burdened with. So guys, that was basically the mandate, which is really very important from the exam point of view that you are required. Okay, so what exactly was the basis of the resolution? So basically resolution का basis क्या था? Basically it comprised of 3 draft resolutions, in which one was a joint one by Rwanda and Peru. And apart from that, there were 2 more resolutions. One was from Japan and one was from India. So when we talk about the resolution from India, guys, here the key point was that India basically insisted on the insertion of 2 words. And what were those 2 words? Basically, the principle of national circumstances and capability, while taking the actions in order to address the plastic pollution, which was added to this particular mandate, which is being signed during this UNEA 5.2 session. Okay, so this was basically the India's draft resolution which called for immediate collective voluntary action by the whole countries. So guys, when we talk about the implementation, that how this resolution will be implemented, for the implementation of that, what they are going to do, a international negotiating committee will be constituted, and this committee will basically tasked with drafting and ratifying over the mandate for a period of 2 years. That means ये जो committee है, it will start its work from 2022, and in the next 2 years what it will do, it will forge an internationally legal binding agreement by year 2024, and this particular agreement will be ratified by all the 175 countries which have signed the Global Plastic Treaty. So basically this was the important part that you are required to remember from exam point of view for this particular topic. And now let's move on to the practice question number 1, which is basically based on the Global Plastics Treaty. So here you can see the very first statement, and guys, in this question what you are required to do, see, आपको बस correct statement बतानी है in relation with the Global Plastics Treaty. So do tell me that which one of the following statements are correct in relation with the Global Plastic Treaty. So the very first statement is talking about the 175 countries which are party to the UNEA, they have signed this agreement. Then it says about that what exactly this mandate is all about. The third statement is that under this treaty there will be a committee which will be constituted, and this is going to work with the ambition for completing a draft which is global legally binding agreement. So guys, as per our today's discussion, all these points are absolutely correct, and the right answer to the question is option D, that is all of the above statements are correct in relation with the Global Plastics Treaty. So guys, in this manner, in this particular session as well as per the two previous sessions, as we have already discussed, whenever there is such kind of topic, what we are required to discuss, we are required to discuss that what exactly this topic is all about, why it has been launched, what is the objective, and what is the impact of this particular part. So that's how, with the help of the Global Plastic Treaty, we are going to end the plastic pollution. Now there is a task for all of you. You are going to tell me that what exactly are the different steps taken by India in order to reduce the usage of the single-use plastic, and apart from that, preventing our country from the plastic pollution. So do tell me that in the comment section below. And now let's move on to the homework question which was being asked in the previous session. So yesterday there was a question that you were required to name the program which has been recently launched by the Women and Child Development Ministry, and under which they are basically aiming to provide mental health training to 6,000 one-stop center functionaries. And guys, the right answer to this particular question was Stree Manoraksha project. So this was the right answer, and all those people who have answered the question, these are the star performers for our previous session. So Nilesh, Kartika, Janani, Anu, Vishal, Sampa, then Diksha, Navjot, and Dudum Nayak, sorry. So all of these are the star performers, and if you also want your name to be mentioned here in the upcoming session, then guys, do answer this question in the comment section below, and I will be bringing your names in my upcoming session. So basically what you are required to tell me in this particular question, आपको बस बताना है कि भाई इनमें से कौन सी ऐसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जिसके साथ मिलके the Ministry of Women and Child Development is basically holding the Nari Shakti Varta on STEM and the financial literacy for the young women. So guys, do answer the question in the comment section below. And that was all from the today's session. And if you are still new to our YouTube channel, then kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates of the courses and videos offered by us. And you can also join our Telegram channel to get the access to the PDF of these sessions. To join the Telegram channel, kindly click on the link given in the description below. So guys, that was all from the today's session. Thank you for joining us. And guys, if you are having any kind of queries, you can just drop us a mail at hello@edutap.co.in, and you can also call us at 814-620-7241. So thank you for joining us. Wish you all happy learning.